Welcome to the world of geography. Today, we take a look at the top 10 countries with the longest coastlines. We excluded Antarctica and Greenland because they aren't official countries. The lengths of these coastlines are estimated. The reason for this is called the coastline paradox. This is a mathematical observation which concludes that the coastline of a piece of land with a defined surface area does not have a defined length. For example, we take a look at Great Britain. If we measure the length of this island using units of 100 kilometers, we will find that it fits 28 times. Therefore, the coastline would be 2,800 kilometers. If we use units of 50 kilometers, we see that it fits 34 times, and the same coastline is now 3,400 kilometers. This process is repeated until we are measuring atoms, and the coastline now has an infinite length. Now we know how the length of a coastline is estimated. Let's start with number 10. In 10th place is China. This immensely large country has a long coastline with the East Chinese Sea. In total, this coastline measures 14,500 kilometers, or 9,010 miles. On to number 9. We see the first island, New Zealand. The country consists of the northern and southern islands. It has a coast on both the Pacific Ocean as well as the Tasman Sea. In total, the coastline measures 15,134 kilometers or 9,403 miles. This country is the smallest in land mass on this list. In place 8, we find the United States of America. In the east, it lies on the Atlantic coast and the Gulf of Mexico. In the west, it lies on the Pacific coast. Altogether, it measures 19,924 kilometers or 12,380 miles. For place 7, we move back to Oceania. The island of Australia had to be on this list. This large country has a coast on the Indian Ocean in the west and the Pacific Ocean in the east. It measures 25,760 kilometers or 16,000 miles. For place 6, we travel to Japan. This group of islands in East Asia lies in the Pacific Ocean. If we add up all the separate coastlines, we come to a total of 29,751 kilometers or 18,486 miles. If you are enjoying this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's count down the top 5 of this list. In place 5 is the Philippines. This Asian country lies in between the South Chinese Sea and the Pacific Ocean. The reason that this relatively small country is this high up on this list is that it is made up out of over 7,500 islands. In total, it measures 36,289 kilometers or 22,549 miles. In 4th place, we find Russia. The largest country of the world has an incredible coastline with the Arctic Ocean in the north and the Pacific Ocean in the east. It totals 37,653 kilometers or 23,396 miles. Entering the top 3, we come to Indonesia. This beautiful country has over 17,500 islands, which definitely helps on this list. It is located in between the Indian Ocean, the South Chinese Sea, and the Pacific Ocean. It totals 54,714 kilometers or 33,997 miles. In 2nd place is a very special country. Norway ranks 2nd on this list, despite being relatively small. The stretched country has a coastline with the Atlantic Ocean as well as the Arctic Ocean. There is one thing that makes this coastline special. Norway has 1,190 fjords, which increase the total coastline massively. In total, it adds up to an incredible 83,281 kilometers or 51,748 miles. In 1st place, we find Canada. There really could only be one winner of this list. Canada has more than double the length of the coastline compared to Norway. It has its coastline with the Pacific Ocean in the west, the Atlantic Ocean in the east, and the Arctic Ocean in the north. In total, it measures a mighty 202,080 kilometers or 125,566 miles. Just to show how extreme this is, the Canadian coastline is longer than the total coastlines of Norway, Indonesia, and Russia together. To recap, here is the entire list once again. If If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you next time in the world of geography.